Well, we are making a whole lot of breakfast burritos tonight to put in the freezer, to have for dinner, to make life a little bit easier for the week ahead. Let me show you how we did it. Well, tonight I am killing two birds with one stone. I am making a quick, easy dinner, and I'm putting some breakfast in the freezer for the next week. So I am browning up 1 pound of breakfast sausage. Okay, I have got my meat just about finished browning, and I am going to start adding in my eggs. I'm putting in a dozen eggs. Okay, I'm gonna scramble those up in there. I'm gonna add the rest of this can of Hatch green chilies. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. I am going to let this cook until the eggs are as done as I want them to be. I've got my eggs done, and I'm going to add in about a cup of sharp cheddar cheese. I've turned my heat off, and then we are going to roll up these breakfast tacos. It smells so good in here. Okay, so I have got 10 flour tortillas. I've got some aluminum foil here. And here's the thing, when I was getting ready to make dinner tonight, I was like, do I really want to record this? But the beauty of this is, with one few minutes of cooking dinner at the stove, I have dinner and multiple breakfasts ready to go. And I think that's worth sharing. Maybe it's not, maybe you already know all of this and it's not necessary for you, but maybe it helps make somebody's mornings a little bit less stressful. Maybe it gets you some real food for breakfast and dinner for that matter, rather than junk. Maybe it just helps with the family that has a shift worker that needs something warm, that's going to work nights and wants some real food. So I decided it's worth it. And I know when Mark worked turnarounds, I used to make these by the dozens for him. And it's just so simple. A pound of breakfast sausage, a dozen eggs, a cup of cheese, and throw some green chilies in there if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. And call it good. And you've got real food ready to go. So all that, and I still haven't said, how do you heat them up so that it doesn't taste like rubbery eggs and a soggy tortilla? Which is a real good question, right? Because nobody wants that. And the answer is, there are options. When I would send them with Mark to work, he would roll them up, to obviously take them out of the foil. No foil in the microwave. So he would take it out of the foil or plastic wrap, whatever you're wrapping it in, wrap it up in a damp paper towel and put it in the microwave for a minute, minute and a half, and it's good to go. Now, it's gonna vary depending on your microwave. My microwave, as my daughter likes to say, is crazy. It would probably take 45 seconds. But the microwaves at school, they take a little bit longer. So you're gonna have to adjust it depending on what microwave you have. And if you're trying to heat it up straight out of the freezer. If it's had a little time in a lunchbox to thaw just a little bit, it's not gonna take as long. Here's another option. Maybe you heat it up a little bit in the microwave, and maybe you're somewhere where you can throw it in a dry skillet and toast the tortilla so you get a little crunch, okay? Maybe you're heating it up in an air fryer, 350 degrees for a few minutes to get a little crunch. So there's options for how to heat it up so that it tastes good. The bottom line is, in the microwave works just fine. If you don't want to do it in the microwave, look for other options, because there are plenty. All right, so I am about done rolling them up. I just got the alert that Mark is home from work, so he'll be rolling in here in a few minutes. And we'll be trying these for dinner. And I made 10 breakfast burritos. Mark will have 2 for dinner. There's 8 going in the freezer, and there was still so much left that I'm having a bowl of the filling with some salsa, and there's still more in the skillet in case Mark wants more than that. So it is a great meal. It is a great way to plan ahead and meal prep a little bit and make life a little bit easier. Have a great day.